Welcome back. If you're just joining us now, Glenn Charlesworth is in studio. He is the president for Lakeland College. Again, thank you for coming on the show today, Glenn. Always a pleasure to have you here.
Glad to be here.
Right before the break, we were talking about sort of Lakeland College's roots, and roots as sort of an agriculture college, but also, like you're saying, an energy college and a center where oil and gas can grow in amongst the best oil and gas producers among the world. Right. Let's talk a little bit about this new initiative that you have. Now, you just called it Hoot. You don't like that name.
Yeah. I love the program. The name, I don't know. What do you associate with Hoot? Owls? I'm not sure. Anyway, the program is fantastic, and the initiative is fantastic. What we want to do is we want to start a new heavy oil power engineering wing at the college.
Okay.
I remember when we announced the Bill Condro wing a few years ago, I thought the way Lloydminster is growing and the way this campus is growing, within 10 years we'll be adding another wing. I was wrong. I think within 5 years we're going to be having another wing. Yeah, it's very important. As I mentioned just before the break, we are in the middle of the energy fields, and it's something that we should have done probably a while ago, but we're on the cusp of, I think, a great initiative. We've already received just a shade less than $5 million from the Alberta government to start this wing. It's a $15 million project for phase one. There's a phase two, is another $15 million. Okay. That's down the road. We are looking to Saskatchewan for some help, so we have a request in there. It's been put into our business plans with the Saskatchewan government. We're looking at some federal funding as well to help with the equipment, and we'll be doing some corporate asks as well. And so in my mind, this is going to happen. I think in reality it's going to happen. We're getting a lot of momentum. And I think if you look at the history of employment and the boom-bust cycle that kind of goes along with construction and the oil and gas industry, we're in boom now. And we were in boom 5 years ago, and everybody's going to be looking for skilled labor. Well, where's that skilled labor going to come from if we're not churning out the kinds of graduates that the industry is looking for? So this is going to be industry driven, and we are going to be turning out some of the best oil and gas graduates in the country, and we're really excited about the project. And so look for an announcement when we start building. We're going to go to drawings right away on this one.
Wow.
And so, yeah, we've got the first $5 million in. We're going to upgrade the old lab, get the drawings in place, get ready to start digging holes, and hopefully by the time we're at that stage, we're going to have the rest of the funding in place to finish the project. So.
Is that something that you try to do most of the time, is be proactive about starting programs, so look at sort of where the community is going and try to get ahead of that, I guess?
Absolutely. We look at what both governments are looking for, the Alberta government and the Saskatchewan government. Okay. And both ministries put out their business plans. We will make the college's business plans consistent and fitting in with the provincial business plans. So everything we're doing is tying in with those business plans. So, I mean, it fits in with the needs of the region, with the skills development that's necessary, with Aboriginal training. It just fits in on so many areas with both governments that it makes too much sense. So I'm fully anticipating that this will be up in a couple of years.
This is your 100th school year, is that right?
2013 is our centennial.
Okay.
We're also excited about that. So yeah, we still focus on agriculture 100 years later, but it's only one of the things we do. 100 years ago, that's all we did.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. We had agriculture for the men, and we had home economics for the women.
Right.
So we did two things. We now do a lot more than two things. But agriculture is still important. I mean, it's a big school for us. But the other three areas that we're looking on focusing, energy, environment, and emergency services, are also very large programs. And our regional programming in business and UT and upgrading, they're all doing very, very well. Record enrollment last year, so everything's going well. It's easy to be president when times are like this. I have great people.
That's why you're smiling so much.
I smile all the time because I can just sit back and relax in the office, and these folks do wonderful things.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show today, Glenn. It's been a pleasure to have you.
Always a pleasure to come here.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Whitney.
This has been our conversation with Glenn Charlesworth. He's the president for Lakeland College.